particularly this year, it's quite difficult to forecast with any degree of precision about what exactly will happen throughout the year. That's why we followed the approach of identifying different themes that we think will prevail in the global economy in 2021. And we sort of see three main themes occurring. So the first one is about the global economy, which we expect will grow at a rate of about 5%, which is a record rate in the 21st century. So we're calling our report, the transition between the Great Lockdown towards the Great Recovery. The second point is all about the recovery and the detail of that recovery. So we think that the economic recovery this year will be uneven across countries, sectors, and income levels. But the third point is that we are seeing the major trading blocs or economies of the world, and by that I mean the US, the EU, and China, actively pushing the green economy agenda, which is a theme that we'll be seeing not only in 2021, but for the years to come as well.
Now, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic affected pretty much everyone around the world. Which people in particular were the most affected economically in 2020?
I mean, that's a really good point. So what we saw was that if we focus on the countries, we saw that the countries that were particularly geared into the services sector, like the UK economy, the French economy, the Spanish economy, they were particularly negatively affected. But we also saw that other advanced economies, for example, Germany and Japan, that are much more focused on capital goods, they were disproportionately negatively affected. Now, that's one end of the spectrum. If you start focusing on the other end of the spectrum, you've got, the largest economy in question, China, having actually surpassed its economic output levels compared to its economic output pre the pandemic. So you've got this mixed picture appearing as well, and that cascades through the different sectors of the economy as well. So the sectors of the economy that require quite a lot of social interaction, like the arts, entertainment, and restaurants, and air transport sectors, have been disproportionately and negatively affected by the pandemic.
And so where is business heading in 2021? Will it be a turbocharged acceleration towards emerging new industries? You mentioned the green sector. Or will there be a revival of some traditional industries?
So there will be a bit of a revival or a bounce back of some of the sectors that were affected disproportionately from the pandemic. Like air travel is going to sort of feel a bit better. It's going to grow. The restaurant sector and so on and so forth. So you'll have all those, traditional, let's say, sectors affected by the pandemic coming back online. They will in no terms be at the same level as the pandemics. That recovery will take some time. But I think the other point is about the newer sectors of the economy emerging, and the green economy sort of sector is the one that offers probably the most opportunities. And it's a quite exciting sector as well, because you have the political will now appearing in these three main economic blocs, the US, the EU, and China, in a way that we hadn't seen before.